Hey everyone, Gerda here. How are you this morning? Look, I'm sitting in my backyard here in Brisbane, and of course the moment I press live, the dogs decide to have a bit of a kerfuffle. Buddy, boys, come here. What's going on? Mishka, leave Buddy alone. My eldest dog is a bit grumpy, and when the younger ones wants to play with him, he doesn't like that. So I'm out here in my backyard. It's a beautiful day in Brisbane, and I wanted to check in with you. Who's just joined me? Hey Shane, how are you going? Are you still in Tassie, I think? Visiting the girls? I hope you're having a fabulous time. Another Tasmanian with me. Hey Tess, how are you going? Hope you're doing well. So I'm just getting some vitamin D out here in Brisbane, not sitting in the sun, otherwise I can't see, and then I need to put on my sunglasses, and I really wanted to make some eye contact with you today. Yes, I've had an interesting few days that I really wanted to share with you. It's not very often that I actually take myself on a retreat or intensive training weekend. I'm normally the one that's presenting it, but like in the last month and a half, I've done that twice. First, I've gone to Tassie, and this past weekend, I went to Adelaide. And this weekend, I was on a book funnel retreat. So it's basically all about how do you set up an automated funnel to sell your book. So some of you may or may not know that in December 2016 I published my very first book, like an actual hard copy book. So it was really big for me to know that I have done that. Hey Liz, thanks for joining. Hey Michelle. And so I published that in 2016, and it's made such a massive impact on my business in terms of building trust and credibility with my community and other practice owners, because it's a really vulnerable, true story of my process and all the things that I do at my practice. Anyway, so, it's one thing having a book, it's another thing actually getting it out there. And it has never been my intention to write a book just to be able to say I'm a published author, or, oh, look there, it's on my coffee table, which I don't even have. I don't have coffee tables, or it's on my stand or on my bookshelf. It has always been, for me, the book has always been a vehicle to get my message out there and to speak to people, and to be able to speak to people en masse rather than just one-on-one, right? Hey Rachel, thanks for joining. So this weekend was all about learning from a technical perspective. So it was a lot of tech involved, ClickFunnels, Infusionsoft, all of that type of stuff, which is why I was very tired yesterday when I got back home. It was all about how do I automate this process? How do I put together a process that fits for me the way I am and get the message out there? And all I can say, it was such a great experience. And the one thing, there's so many things I took away from it, and I have a lot of implementation to do now. But something that I really took away from this weekend was a renewed appreciation for the importance of systems and processes, not only in your life, even in your life. If I think I was sitting on the plane flying back up to Brisbane from Adelaide, just thinking, because I now have the systems filter after these 3 days, and thinking, how do I systemize things at home in terms of, grocery shoppings, in terms of paying the bills, in terms of getting homework done. There has to be a system. I can either just fluff around or keep on running around like a chick without a head, or I can actually systemize my life beyond my business. Okay, and for us all in our practices, how can you systemize what you are doing? And I think if you are like me, I'm a doer. Okay, I just want to get stuff done. I want to check it off the to-do list, and I take massive imperfect action, and that is all fine. But I think what has happened for me, and I'm being really honest here, is that sometimes I'm so busy doing that I don't stand back and go, all right, is this the best way to do this? I think I'm making a decision on a day-to-day basis that it is the right way, but maybe I'm just doing stuff because this is always how I've done it. Maybe I'm doing the grocery shopping because this is always how I've done it. Maybe for you at your practice, it's, you know, how do you take in payments? Do you just keep on doing it in your current system because that's how you've always done it? And I have decided basically that what I want to do in my private practice, the psych professionals, but also as part of Private Practice Success Australia, and that the work that I do in mentoring and coaching fabulous practice owners such as yourself, is to really ask myself, is this the best system? And first and foremost, is there a system, or is the system only up here? Okay, do I have a written down system? And it doesn't have to be like a book of 30 pages, all right, or 130 pages. You know, can I put it in a little diagram for people that's really visual? How does it make sense? And I think the best place to start is with a visual diagram, in terms of going, you know, what, for example, is the customer experience at your practice? So here they come, they're on the phone, then this happens, then that happened. Have you actually mapped that out? Okay, and really thinking, is this the best process? Is this the best way to do this? Hey Mark, glad to have you here as well. I would love to hear your comments, guys, and what you think about this. And really take a step back, and that's what I'm planning to do with my private practice and with PPS, of course. Hey Julie, how are you? You will love this topic, Julie. You are such a system person. And really ask myself, do I have a system? Okay, what is the system? Is this the best system? Does it need to be updated if it's written down somewhere? How can I make it more visual? And how can I roll the system out to the rest of the practice so that it makes sense? All right. Yes, it maybe takes some work at the front end, and it takes some reflection time and planning time and brainstorming time, but I can tell you that a system will save you time, medium to long term. So you really want to think medium to long term, okay? Otherwise, you will always stay that practice owner that is putting out fires the whole time. You will always stay that person that is reactive and that never has time, because you're always putting out fires, because there is no system, or the system that you have is old, it's outdated, because your practice have grown. It's no longer just you, or maybe you've grown with 3 additional clinicians. You have to look at your systems. Every time your practice goes to that next step, you need to go, is my systems keeping up with it? What about a risk management system or process at your practice? What happens if there's a client at risk? We just recently updated that system and process for us at the Psych Professionals. You know, does everybody know what needs to happen? Michelle says, I feel like I'm doing this a lot lately. It's actually the part I really enjoy. Well, that really helps. It really helps when that's the part that you enjoy. And you know, Michelle, I know, you know, you're still building your practice, all of that stuff. But for me also, you know, when you have been doing this for many, many years, if maybe one day for people, and this is not you, Michelle, you're way too young for this, when you get to retirement age, because remember, we want to think long term, we want to think strategically. A practice that has proper systems and processes in place will be so much easier to sell, okay? Because having a system, having a process means that this practice can run without you as the practice owner. Okay, now that might, I always thought that's never going to be possible until I replaced myself with a principal psychologist. But that means that your practice has not only personal goodwill, but a heck of a lot of commercial goodwill. It becomes a turnkey solution. That means that when I leave somebody else, I just give them the systems and processes. This is the keys to my practice. This is the keys to my success. And all they need to do is turn the key and implement, and Bob's your uncle, and you have a viable, profitable business, if it of course was viable, profitable on the systems and processes beforehand. So again, it helps you to create a sellable asset down the track. And who don't want that? You know, you might go, oh, this is going to be a family business. You know, for us as migrants, family businesses are an important part. In a lot of family businesses, like you work in it, then you die, then your kids take over. You know, I don't know whether my kids will want to work in my business one day, but I want that option to be able to sell it should I decide when I turn whatever age one day when I'm ready to retire that this is the right aligned decision for me. I like to have options even though I might never go down that track. Hey Helen, thanks for joining. Julie says it's a good plan. So I really want to encourage you to just for the next couple of days have a different filter on. Now, if you've got, you know, a lot of client days coming up, I know that's going to be hard, but I want you to reframe that. Rather than going, I don't have time to do it this week because I've got a lot of clients, I want you to still have the systems filter on and go, what is happening here? Okay, I'm going out and collecting my client. Is there a system or process around this? If I had, I'm bringing in a new clinician and I had to teach them, how do you welcome a brand new client that's here for session 1? How do you do that? What's the system? What's the process? What's the system and process that happens at the front desk around that? Okay, what's the system and process when we finish with the session for the day? You know, so because there's a lot of systems and processes related to clients that you see. When do you make your phone calls? You know, if you're a child adolescent psychologist, you need to ring a lot of principals, guidance teachers, officers and teachers. When do you do all your phone calls? What's the system and process that works best around that? When do you write your reports? Maybe you had 3 clients today that need a 6-session report for your referral. What's your process around it? What's your deadlines? There is systems and processes around everything, even around clients. So I want you to really put on your filter for systems and processes and start writing down what in your practice requires something. Even if it has it already, really be a clean slate and go, do I have a system and process? Write it down, what's happening. And then at the end, you can come back to that and start prioritizing those. What is the one that I need to work on first? Because this can be pretty overwhelming, especially if you haven't been doing this right from day dot when you opened up your practice. And when I do my how to start a private practice workshops and online training, this is one of the things that really drill into these aspiring practice owners and go, the best piece of advice I can tell you is to start writing stuff down as soon as possible. Don't go, oh, it's only me. Start writing it down, because the moment you get that first VA or that first receptionist, you need to teach that person how to answer the phone, how to book in an appointment. That's called booking guidelines. That's a process. Hey, how does that work? How do we answer the phone? You know, what information do we ask? What information do we give? There's so much stuff around that. And if you start right from day one, it's just so much easier. Biscuit. Good boy. That's enough. That's enough. Oh, nobody's allowed to walk past this house or Biscuit announces it. Biscotti, come here. He's a Pomeranian. Come here. Come here. Say hello. Say hello. There we go. There we go. Yes, and Mishka's down here. Mishka just came from her bath. She just had a $10 bath. Okay, you're still wet. There you go. There you go, boys. Mishka's a girl, but I just say boys because the majority of the dogs, the 3, are boys. So that's your homework. Make a list and go, what is the systems and processes? Do not get overwhelmed if that is a very long list. What you're going to do is tackle one at a time. Alrighty? Now, I wanted to also let you know, this is probably one of the final reminders I'll put out there, that if you were intending on coming to the Get It Done retreat in October, don't ask me the exact dates, I'll put it in the comment section. We still have a limited number of places left, probably another 2 or 3 people maximum that we can take to come. It is basically, you come on the Wednesday, the whole Thursday, so you check in on the Wednesday, 2 o'clock. We have a lovely dinner Wednesday night to get to know one another. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is full on doing and implementation, getting shit done. And then on the Sunday after breakfast, it is departure time. And this is a fabulous opportunity, of course, to be working on systems and processes. You spend those 3 days with me, with Ashley, my CRT, which is client relationship team leader, with Chelsea, who's my principal psychologist, with Tracy, who's my admin and accounts person, and my whole team is there to help and support you. So if you were thinking about coming, don't think, make a decision, come and join us. I would love to have you there, and I'll put the link in the comments. Yeah, stop procrastinating, start doing. And I really look forward to seeing in the comments. Please share with us any systems or processes that you think you might need to work on in your practice. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave it at that. Have a fabulous week, and remember, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.